Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another Poem Masters video, and bit of a surprising, I guess, news update here. So, apparently, Shauna's voice actor in Poem Masters just tweeted, "Hear me as trainer, Shauna, and Poem Masters lover." Which, wow, are you allowed to do that? I don't know, because Shauna actually hasn't been in the game yet, right? Is the thing, and I guess this is the first initial announcement, like. These things happen sometimes, and not every single time it like means anything. It might not mean anything. I'm sure everyone knows that Shauna's gonna come to the game eventually, right? We just don't exactly know when, but I mean, probably would mean soon, right? Probably, because last time when it happened, it was like Sydney, right? Then Sydney came in the game like a month or two later, right? So that was really fast, and maybe same could be said for Shauna. Maybe we're getting Shauna in October, maybe November. I feel like in November, I don't know, because October most likely is just going to be the fall units, 2 fall units, and then 2 more other units, right? Might be a bit of a down one, because last year October we had the fall units, and then we had Duroc and Alistair, if I remember correctly. Both Duroc and Alistair being spotlight units. Shauna most likely, I think, would be a spotlight unit as well. Right, so that would fit the pattern, at least. Again, these patterns are like very frivolous. Like these, they do not, follow 100% precedent at all, right? Poem Masters, but it wouldn't make sense. At least there is a precedent for that, whether or not you believe precedents matter in this game, but that could happen. Again, last year we got Spotlight Duroc and Spotlight Alistair. Next month we could have 2 fall units, and then Spotlight Shauna and maybe someone else, right? It could be one of Tierno or Trevor, or maybe all 3 of them at the same time. We had all 3 of the Sinnoh Elite 4 earlier this year, right? All 3 coming in at spotlights in the same month, relatively close to each other as well. So maybe they could do that for Shauna, Tierno, and Trevor, and next month just could be the fall units plus the Catalyst buddies over there, right? So that could definitely be an option. I could definitely see that happening, right? In terms of what unit she could get, she has a pretty interesting roster, right? So obviously she has the ability to have like either Froakie, Fennekin, or Chespin, right? I mean, if we're gonna go with that, I don't really feel like she's gonna get either Greninja or Chestnut. Let's see. I think was Caleb the canon protagonist Masters, or is it Serena? I don't remember. Anyways, regardless, I feel like Caleb getting Greninja would make a bit more sense. In that case, Shauna doesn't really fit into this mold. Could she get Chestnut? Maybe. Could she get Greninja? I highly doubt it, because Greninja is an incredibly popular Pokemon, right? I highly doubt they're gonna give Greninja to like a random spotlight unit in like October, right? Because again, usually October are generally down months, because it's like right after the anniversary, everyone blew their gems on the anniversary. They generally just go a bit lighter on the months preceding, or not preceding is before succeeding, whatever. The months after anniversary, they usually go a bit lighter on those, so we'll have to see. Yeah, like I highly doubt that they're gonna drop like one of the more popular Pokemon in the game on like Shauna. No disrespect to Shauna. I mean, very memorable scene with her in X and Y with the fireworks, right? Obviously. But that aside, I feel like there's a really nice possibility that instead of that, we actually get a unit instead of a starter. We get like a different Pokemon from her like roster over here. Like, I feel like, would Goodra be a good one, right? Would Goodra be a good option? I feel like Goodra could definitely be a decent option for her, right? That could be possible. Maybe Delcatty. It is normal, so, maybe like a support Delcatty. That could also be really nice as well, right? So, I feel like any Pokemon from this roster specifically would make more sense than like either like another Delphox or like Greninja. So who knows? I do feel like Goodra probably would be the best fit. Wouldn't you think? Right? Could be another another secondary poison type damage dealer, just like last year when we also got a spotlight secondary poison type damage dealer in Alistair. We get another one, you know, this year too. that'll be slightly neat. But yeah, again, if it is Calc Caddy, hopefully it is going to be a support, because like normal types, if you're not a support, it's going to be really, really hard to survive in this climate, right? Because it's just hard to balance normal types. Like on one hand, since normal types are super effective against nothing, you got to make it do at least solid damage enough off type for it to be like viable. But on the other hand, you can't make it good. You can't make it that good, because if it's way too good, then everyone's just gonna off type with that. It just off type beats like everything, which it's gonna be like way too overpowered, right? So it's hard to balance damage dealing, you know, sports, but like, or not sports, damage dealing normal type units. But Calc Caddy, on the other hand, generally doesn't really give you big like damage dealer vibes anyways. So I feel like if it were to be like maybe like a debuffing sort of, you know, debuffing sort of tech, like charm maybe. Yeah, I mean, it has charm over here, right? But I do feel like Gudra probably would be the better option. I don't know about Chestnut. It be Chestnut. It could be Chestnut, right? It definitely could be Chestnut. But let's say, well, he just got a grass type right over here. But I mean, could it be a fighting type Chestnut? Very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. It is possible. It is possible, because we did have Mass Royale with a dark type Incineroar. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure every single starter so far in the game has been their primary grass, fire, water type, right? So if it is, I would say much more likely that the Chestnut would be a grass type than fighting. But we'll see. But yeah, very, very weird and random surprise announcement over here of Shauna coming into the game. I think it's perfect, right? Perfect, because again, generally October's are like down months. It's just the fall units, which have not been very great every year, but it's the Halloween units plus, you know, at least last year was 2 spotlights, so another 2 spotlights, or 3 potentially if they're also going to have Tyranno and Trevor there, could definitely be nice. I guess we could maybe talk a bit about Tyranno and Trevor in a separate video, because they have some really like people hate on those two, but they have some really interesting Pokemon on their like teams, honestly, right? So we'll see how that'll go. Hopefully she doesn't get in trouble for announcing it maybe a bit too early. But well, congratulations to GK Bows, I think that's how I pronounce it over here, for voicing Shauna. Can't wait to hear her in the game, and can't wait to actually, you know, see what happens here, you know, or when she comes again. It might not be next month. It could be later on, maybe November, but I'd say next month probably is pretty decent. So, alright. That's really this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed my guys. Think in the comments down below. Like, enjoy the video. Subscribe to my channel for some more Pokemon content. I'll see you guys in the next one.